Manscaped, the leaders in below the waistline grooming, because we know if you're going out there on these big days, these special occasions, trying to get a little action, and you're not up to par, it's JV. That's not varsity. It's not going to be working. You're going to get denied. You don't want that. But you know what'll get you the opposite of a rejection? What'll get you access? What'll get you that smile that you're looking for?
What's that?
The Ultra Premium Collection. We talked about it last time, right?
Yeah.
I started to go back in depth and bring all the props back out. You know what I mean? But it was like, no, we ain't gonna do that today. But this Ultra Premium Collection, the deodorant, the body wash, the 2-in-1 shampoo, conditioner. Can't forget about, that lip balm as well. With that, man, that'll always get you scoring the way you need to score. That'll always have your Valentine's Day feeling great, and ultimately just make you, life a lot easier and better, baby, because everybody loves a Manscaped person. So with that being said, we don't talk about you unless we got action for you. And that action is in the way of a promo code. MOATS. That's it. Get you 20% off and your free shipping worldwide, baby. Just like that. So stop wasting time. Don't have your Deke looking crazy out here. Make sure you take care of Deke, all right? Manscaped, shout out. All right, what you got?
Stafford Hall of Famer. He's got to keep this up.
Yeah, He has the prerequisite now.
Yeah, exactly.
He definitely has a prerequisite. Now he just has to boost up his resume a little bit more.
If he keeps doing what he's been doing for most of his career, I think he should get in. Now, whenever I was looking up his Pro Football Reference, I'm actually surprised. Guess how many Pro Bowls he got?
Hold on, he's NFC?
Yeah.
I feel like it's either going to be 6 or like 1.
Yeah, you're right. 1.
Yeah, I would say it's either one. Because the reason I said
he didn't even make this year.
Yeah, I was like,
well, he turned it down, obviously being in the Super Bowl.
And that's why I said I thought it would be 6 potentially, because the guys turned it down. I'm thinking of Rodgers. I'm thinking of Brady getting a year. I'm thinking of
he was probably hurt. You know what? That's probably was like them turning it down. Like think of the time Teddy Bridgewater made it.
Right,
Like,
that's what I
Stafford
think
was probably
of,
hurt and had to turn it down
because he's been hurt multiple times, especially while he was in Detroit. So I thought of that, but then I said the other end, it was like, man, you think about some of these quarterbacks in the NFC when they're healthy, when they're good, it's like, yeah, I could easily see that as well, man.
Like, let me go over 1 or 2 of his seasons like he didn't make the Pro Bowl.
Either that and also pull up the Pro Bowl quarterbacks from the NFC as well.
Okay, I'll try
during
to do
those
that.
different years, man.
2011, threw for over 5,000 yards and 41 touchdowns. Didn't make the Pro Bowl.
You said 2011?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Let me see some other ones. There's a couple seasons here where he throws a decent amount of picks. This one he didn't make the Pro Bowl. 4,200, 32 touchdowns, 13 picks.
Hold on.
Last year he didn't make it. Detroit in 2020, 4,000, 26 touchdowns, 10 picks. This is probably his next best one, though.
All right, hold on. So what season?
Almost 4,500, 29 touchdowns, 10 picks.
Tell me what season we looking. I got the Pro Bowl roster. So
I think the
quarterbacks made it.
The 2 most egregious ones are 2011. So, yeah, go to that one.
All right, I'm going to 2011. Let's see. Who were the NFC quarterbacks in 2011? Bro, you got Tom Brady.
No. That can't be.
Oh, no. 20. Excuse me. Tripping. I thought it was in order. They didn't have an order. It's NFC.
They just
and
have
AFC.
6 quarterbacks.
Yeah, just quarterbacks in the low. All right, so here we go. You had Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, and Eli Manning, and then the starter was Cam Newton.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they have
someone backed out then probably.
That's what it is. Yeah, I don't know which one. And maybe I'm trying to see if this plus, if that means that player backed out, because it was a plus next to Cam
2011.
Newton.
That might have been Cam's rookie season. He went off.
Yeah, but it's a plus next to it. And it's a plus next to Dalton. That's what it is. They're both rookies.
Reserves.
Yeah. Maybe, but yeah, they definitely have 1, 2, 3, 4 NFC quarterbacks listed, and then AFC 1, 2, 4 AFC quarterbacks, because they got Ben. Yes, Ben Rivers, Eli Manning, and Tom Brady for the AFC.
What was Eli's stats?
Eli was 16 games played, 4,933 passing yards, 29 tutties, 16 picks.
Yeah, maybe they're just overlooking Stafford.
Yeah, and then that
Eli
year,
had a Super Bowl before that too, so I could see why they'd give that to him a little bit more off reputation.
Was that the Super Bowl year for them? 11?
No. Yeah, it maybe be the second one. Wasn't that 2012 or 2013?
No, I thought 11 was the one where Victor Cruz won it, right? Because that was Victor Cruz in that group.
Was it? Manningham made the really nice catch.
Was it 11 or was it 12? I don't.
Victor Cruz might not have a Super Bowl with them, actually. As weird as that sounds.
Hold on, say it again.
He might not have a Super Bowl.
No, he definitely for a fact he has Super Bowl. Yeah, 100% guaranteed. Yes, he definitely has Super Bowl. With them. Yeah, but it was the second one. It wasn't that first one. With
It might have been
it was the second
22.
one.
It was around
It was
that,
like either
2011
11
or 12.
Yeah,
You're right.
because I remember he was still on his rookie deal when he got that, and then he got paid the nice contract afterwards.
This one was, Kirk Cousins made it as an alternate, and Russ made it as an alternate, but Stafford would have been the next man up.
What year is that from?
That's this year.
Oh, this year,
Yeah, he would have definitely been in if he wasn't in the Super Bowl.
yeah.
You want to do one more of these?
Yeah, let's do it, man. What you got?
Okay, we'll go. This is the one with his third most touchdowns.
What season?
2015.
All
4,200 yards,
Let's see.
32 touchdowns, 13 picks.
All right, 2015 Pro Bowl quarterbacks, NFC.
Cam Newton, that's his MVP.
Yeah, Cam Newton. Now they got parentheses next. I mean, percentage marks. I guess these were the
So
original
probably
starters.
Cam, Rodgers, and Breeze, huh?
It was Cam Newton. It was Aaron Rodgers and Teddy Bridgewater.
Oh, yeah, see, he had to have been hurt or something.
Yeah, you got Teddy Bridgewater. This the Tyrod year,
Hey,
too.
come on.
My man Tyrod had a Pro Bowl this year, man. Chill out, bro.
Stafford had to have been hurt and turned it down.
Oh, not just Russ and Jameis as well.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And that was Jameis' rookie season. So you got Jameis, you got Russ.
I don't know what happened there.
But this is the one, because it's not even AFC NFC. This is where they did like the draft, and you could like pick the
so
players.
Cam couldn't play. He was in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, this is the draft one. So no Cam Newton, but NFC quarterbacks, like you said, Teddy Bridgewater. You got Eli Manning. You got Russell Wilson. Yeah.
So
and then
actually,
Jameis. And then Jameis Winston.
So
'cause
if
he
you
was in
actually
NFC as
look
well.
into it, Stafford probably should have around 3 or 4 Pro Bowls.
I would agree. That's definitely what it
should have
sounds like,
that.
bro.
Yeah. But yeah, if he just keeps, because right now he's at 50,000 passing yards in his career with the Super Bowl, with the clutch drive. Yeah.
You like him as a Hall of Famer then?
He's just got to keep these stats up for probably 3 or 4 more seasons. I think there's more of a debate right now. If he just ended, it's like, ooh.
If he ends it,
I
I
think
still
there's
feel like he's
a little bit more left out there. But I will say this: if Dan Fouts is making it, or like Warren Moon, I feel like Stafford's got just as good of a case, especially with the Super Bowl.
Right now, Stafford versus Eli Manning. Who would you put as a Hall of Famer?
Eli.
And why is that? Because the 2 postseason runs?
Oh yeah, that's big time to me, dude.
Just the 2 postseason runs, though. Because I wonder, career stat wise.
Oh, Stafford's better.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't even think it's close, probably.
So why is it just 2 postseason runs makes him a Hall of Famer over a guy who's had a better career?
Those were big time, dude.
But this is a career, and he has a ring
I think
now.
they listen.
Yeah.
Wait, so hold on. Are you saying if Stafford
has
ended
a ring
right
now?
now?
Yes,
You're
if
saying
Stafford ended right now. Because think about Manning is out right now. Manning has 2 rings, but his regular season career stats, they're not better than Stafford. Stafford has
still
elite
good
regular
enough.
season, and he has a ring now.
I think they're still good enough that I would give Eli the nod.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Those Super Bowl performances from Eli.
Because see, for me, I
Because
think
he even
about
had
how,
amazing postseason
but-
runs
but-
too. It's not even just those games
no,
to get to the Super Bowl.
I also think about how elite that D line was as well, especially in the first Super Bowl. That was the big reason why the Patriots struggled in that game. Remember with your Michael Strahan, O.C. Umenyiora, Justin Tuck, and all that company. They got highlighted in a major way because of how dominant they were during that postseason run and in that game as well. So that's what I'm saying to myself. I'm like, I'm low key leaning Stafford. I just feel like if Stafford's last name was Manning, we would talk about him in a higher regard.
It's tough. I would probably be fine with getting Stafford in right now if his career just ended. I would probably be fine with it. I don't know if it's heat of the moment right now. Maybe I'd have to think on it a little bit more. Because now you got to think the guy that just like has 1 Super Bowl. Who are you comparing him to?
And like, I know you don't care about turnovers, but I'm
Flacco.
like, I also think about like the interception numbers for Eli. Like
Stafford's got bad turnovers though too.
But not dude, Eli. That's Eli's stat. We're not giving that to anyone else. We're not going, Stafford. No.
Favre too, I'd say.
But that's Eli's stat. That's Eli's. He owns it. That's his. We're not going to minimize that. We're not going to pass the buck to anybody else. That's it. The same way Ben owns clutch drives.
Dude,
we talk about that,
led the
right?
league in picks this year though.
I know.
But that's my point. I don't really
but
care about
Eli
that
does
that
too.
much.
I know you don't because your guy.
Not
I know
that
your
much.
guy. That's what your guy. He going. I get it.
Like that Stafford pick right here.
Yeah.
What was it? Right before half, he tried throwing out the bomb. That's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
That really wasn't.
I agree.
Now, granted, all of a sudden, Bengals score the next play. Oh, Stafford, what are you doing? You're an idiot. But still, I felt there's something to like game flow wise. No,
I'm with you on that. Yeah,
like, that
absolutely,
pick wasn't terrible. The other one obviously
Absolutely.
wasn't his fault. It hit 18's hands.
Yeah.
And then it goes right to the dude.
Okay. Put that pick on 18, please.
Yeah, I'd lean Eli because I think his stats are fine enough regular season wise. But those postseason runs were something.
Fair enough.
If Stafford could just, if he could keep the stats up, he's fine. Because who we're comparing Stafford to right now in terms of like one Super Bowl who you'd get in, I think is Flacco, really.
But I think he's ahead of Flacco.
Right, and then you'd put like Brad Johnson or Foles. Like those dudes aren't getting.
I feel like he's ahead of all the. I think Eli's the best comp right now, just because Eli has 2 rings. If Eli had 1 ring, I don't even think Eli's in there like that. I think Eli
has 1.
I think 2-ring right. Eli, and because his last name is Manning, that has him in this conversation. Because to me,
I don't care about the Manning name.
I know you don't, but I'm saying he's. You like care about it. You care.
Like, no, if anyone pulls off what Manning did, like that, those were impressive Super Bowl runs. Like, clutch performances.
So why don't you talk about Nick Foles like that then?
He hasn't done it regular season wise, sustainability. Like Eli Manning was a franchise guy, even though we could debate stats between like him and Ben or him or Stafford.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
He was their franchise guy. He was the guy that kept him relevant. It was almost like Big Ben here. You felt like he had a chance at a Super Bowl.
I want to see regular season stats Eli versus Joe Flacco as well.
You want me to do that right now?
Yeah, pull that up as well, because he's another guy I'm thinking of as well. I'm like,
no Flacco.
No. I just want to see regular season stats, because we put in like with Eli, it always goes postseason, right? It's always heavy emphasis on postseason, and we will minimize his regular season when we're talking about him as a Hall of Famer. So that's why I'm just trying to compare other guys that had maybe, a crazy playoff run, what their regular seasons might look like in comparison to him, and if we think they're Hall of Famers as well, or in that conversation.
Okay, hold on. All right, Eli, 57,000 passing yards.
Mm-hmm.
366 touchdowns, 244 picks. Do they have an interception ratio here? I guess that's 3%.
Okay.
I guess that makes sense. 3% on the interception ratio. Flacco. He has... see, this is weird, man. His career really tails off after...
when he
getting
leaves?
removed from Baltimore.
Gotcha.
But I guess Manning had some empty stats like his last Giants year. But anyway, total yards for Flacco, 41,000.
So you say Eli was what?
57.
Oh, yeah.
Flacco, and then his touchdowns too, it's pretty jarring.
Okay.
227 versus Eli's 366.
Yeah.
Was it 366 or 330? Yeah, 366. And the picks, 144. His interception ratio percentage is 2.4, where Eli's is 3. But yeah, completion percentage, Flacco 61, Eli's at 60.
Okay.
I kind of get where you're going there. He would have had to like stick it out with Baltimore more.
Yeah.
But he's just really started tailing off.
When he left, it wasn't because he left. It was when they switched it and Lamar took over.
And that was at he was around 31, 32, 33, whereas like Manning, he still had some good seasons after that, stat-wise, like in the 4,000s, 35 touchdowns. Where Flacco, he became a backup.
It's interesting, man. Yeah, Eli's
I wouldn't
a weird
consider
person.
Flacco
I'm trying to see,
in the Hall of Fame. No, there's no way.
I'm trying to think who else falls in that category of how Stafford and Eli Manning are right now.
I think they're close, right?
Like
Phillip Rivers. I mean, he doesn't have the bull, though.
But I feel
he's got the 8 Pro Bowls.
But see, for me, I feel like Rivers is still above both of those guys because of how dominant his regular seasons were.
You know what I'm thinking. He's after both.
I know. I like him over both of them personally. Put it like this: game on the line for your life. Who you want out there between those 3?
I think it's Eli, dude.
Fair enough.
I think it's Eli.
It's a regular season game too, not a Super Bowl.
It doesn't count.
Why doesn't it count?
Because Eli needs to be let known in his ear. Some guy's gonna die if he's gonna lose this. That's it. Because if it's just a regular season game and he doesn't know that, he might come out flat. He might. He needs to know the stakes.
Say, yo, can somebody tell him about the die, please?
Yeah, he needs to know the stakes. Even if it is a regular season game, he needs to know the stakes.
Yo.
I think I'd go Eli. I mean, it would be Eli, Stafford, and Phillip. Yeah, Phillip will be last on my list.
All right, so hold on. King Stacks, shout out to you for this. He says, Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan versus Eli Manning. How do you fall on that? Matt Ryan doesn't have a Super Bowl. Check his stats though. Let's see what his stats.
It's not even close. This is where you have the saying: you throw the stats out the window.
Oh, you do?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
this is one of those scenarios.
Okay.
You know how you bring different scenarios to the table.
I'm with you.
This is where you throw the stats out.
I was going to tell
and
Matt
regular
Ryan,
season MVP, I could care less.
Oh, I'm telling Matt Ryan it's regular season. I'm telling Matt Ryan it's only the first 3 quarters. We ain't worried about the fourth.
Hey.
But he's stamped up though, bro.
No. I've said this before.
Yeah.
Ask Matt Ryan right now. Would he rather be his career or Stafford's? I guarantee he takes Stafford's. Because Stafford doesn't have the Super Bowl MVP, regular season MVP. He got the Super Bowl, though.
Debatable. The only reason I say it's debatable, I would need to see career earnings. I would need to see no, because I've had these same conversations with guys who are in my class. And it's like, not like my draft class, but just like in the same vein of, okay, I got more money. They want a ring.
You know that Super Bowl haunts Ryan, though. It has to.
I'm sure it does, but I talk to guys who have a ring. And they tell me to my face every single time, I would take your career with your money over this ring because my ring has me living X place with this situation, whereas your money has you living here like this.
I do think it's different, though, when you're talking like reputation, legacy, especially quarterback. Now, if you're talking
different. Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Yeah, because quarterback, you're like the leader of the team.
Yeah.
You know, and then especially when you're talking Ryan or some of these guys right now, Ryan, Manning, Stafford, this is the difference between like legacy, like the greats, Hall of Fame.
Like Ryan is still in that conversation, though. And he just has, more individual success as well.
Oh, so it's, what Stafford has or Ryan has? It looks like
Ryan stabbed there, bro.
Oh, his stats are good. He might have even played less seasons than Eli, but he has 367 touchdowns right now.
Oh,
59,000 yards. So they're like right there.
So he has more yards than Eli. Then.
He has more yards. He has more yards and touchdowns.
And you said he's played less right now?
It looks like it, just from eye test right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have Eli pulled up right next to it. So let me see. 236 games for Eli. 222 for Matt. Yeah, so it is less games.
Mm-hmm.
And interception ratio is better too. 2.1, where Eli's was 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm still taking Eli. It's not even close.
And Matt Ryan, is he a Hall of Famer?
Ooh, see, this is
because
him and Phillip are like.
If you saying Eli Manning is surefire the way you've been looking and talking,
he's in.
Matt Ryan has to be in.
I can't do it,
bro. You're crazy.
He needs to have the hardware.
If Matt Ryan is in there, man, I ain't putting Eli in there, man. It's just me.
Oh,
that's just how I feel, bro. Matt Ryan, you just read it off yourself.
Oh, yeah, I know.
You just read it off yourself.
He's probably after Stafford.
And do they have any individual awards? We know
he is the MVP.
Ryan has the
season.
MVP. He has a Rookie of the Year as well, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah, he does.
Does he have any Offensive Player of the Years?
That was with the MVP.
Okay.
That's it.
How many All Pros?
Award? What the hell is that?
Bert Bell, that's
1 All Pro, 4 Pro Bowls.
1 All Pro and 4 Pro Bowls. All right, let's check Eli. What does he have?
4 Pro Bowls for Eli, and then the Super Bowl championship, the Super Bowl MVP. The two of them. Yeah.
No.
Walter Payton, Man of the Year.
No. All Pros, Pro Bowls, that's what I'm listening for.
None of that.
Regular season MVP?
No, I don't care about that.
Bro, you sound like this is nonsense, bro. If Eli Manning is going...
Cam in the mix.
Cam who? Newton?
Yeah.
I don't think his stats don't match up to those guys right now.
He's probably got 4 or 5 Pro Bowls. Got the MVP.
Not Pro Bowls, but you talk about the numbers. 59,000 passing yards, 57,000 passing
he's got
yards.
the rushing stats and like rushing touchdowns and stuff.
Okay, but you're talking 360 plus passing touchdowns as well. Like, that's gaudy. That's all I'm saying. I don't think Cam is even close to that conversation.
I don't think I'd have Cam in either. Yeah. There's where I have it. I don't know if this is Hall of Fame, but this is like life on the line type of stuff. Eli, Stafford, and then you have Matt Ryan, Rivers, Cam Newton. I don't really care. I've seen these guys close. That's what it is.
Okay. How do you eulogy? I ain't tripping.
What's your hold on. If that's Hall of Fame rankings though, you said you'd have Rivers. You'd probably have Rivers out of the top.
I got Rivers at 1. I'll probably go. I'm going Rivers 1. Rivers 1. Ryan 2. I'm on the fence between Manning versus Stafford because Manning has the 2 playoff runs, which were remarkable, unreal. But I feel like, how many regular seasons do I have to see you be nobody before I can get you to one of these postseason runs? And it's cool to keep talking about the 2 postseason runs, but it's like, why didn't you ever make it back? Why couldn't you ever get back out there? We talk about personnel.
They were in the play. They were one and done. So,
but I'm talking about for him. I'm talking about where were your wins? Where were your runs? Like with Ben, right? We don't have to just talk about 2 postseason where he won Super Bowl. It's like, no, we can go down the list of he won here, he won there, he took him to the AFC Championship, he went here. I can't say that with Eli. That's my only thing, man. So when I think that's why I'm still torn between him versus Stafford, though, in terms of who I would have as third, because Stafford, I felt like he's had, crazy regular seasons, but outside of this season, we've never seen him really have success in the postseason. So do I say this is the product of the team that money bought? Is this a product that he's actually taken that next step? I mean,
he showed it though.
I feel like he did,
performed,
but
yeah.
it's still a small sample size. Whereas like with Brady, for example, how many times have we seen Brady do that, right? With even Eli Manning, we've seen him do it 2 times, right? In terms of the postseason run. That's my only
I hate
thing
his
with
playoff
Stafford.
stats, man. When they show him up, it's like yards in the Super Bowl or something.
It's crazy.
I'm like, come on, I don't need to see that.
It's crazy. They're like, yeah, he's had enough
like
Super Bowl
like
games. He played a regular season. Yeah, it was like, yo, this
thanks,
is nuts,
thanks.
bro.
I don't need to see that
This
right
is
now.
nuts. Yeah. But when I think of that, that's why I'm kind of torn, because I think Stafford's the more talented player, but I think Eli, I like his moxie a little bit better, if that makes sense. Just over like
you would have Cam last then.
Yeah, I think Cam is definitely last to me in that vein. Like Cam is dynamic in terms of his legs, but he can't pass like those guys, and what he can bring running wise.
It's done now. Like he's done.
It's definitely done now. Yeah, but I don't know. For me, man, I'm still a sucker for like traditional like passing quarterbacks in terms of when I rank, because it's like I don't have to worry about so many other variables when I know this is elite passing, elite arm, size, all that. When we're talking about the runs and stuff like that, I'm like, it muddies it up a little bit more. It makes them more dynamic in some veins, but now I'm asking myself, is this run better than this bad pass? Is this run better than, average passing stats? And that's, I just don't like doing it personally.
Does Vic sneak in down the line?
I personally don't. I don't put him in.
I wouldn't, but like I'm just saying, 20 years or something, we look back, impact.
And the problem for him is he's always going to have the stain of the dog situation, and people, even though he went to prison for it, even though he's paid back millions for it, people don't forget it because it's an animal. That's the nature of it. So his one potential like get out of jail free card is you'd have to die early, have something tragic happen to you, then you get in. But for him, that's wiped out because he already has the dog situation. That's how it goes.
Well, we were talking before, seeing the Hall of Fame class right now, it just felt weak. That's what I'm saying. If Leroy Butler got in with 4 Pro Bowls, and this is why I talk about Hines, he's got 4 Pro Bowls, but he's got the Super Bowl MVP. He's got the playoff performances too.
Like I said, Leroy getting in now, that changes a lot. If Leroy Butler is in, why isn't Hines in?
I wonder if like Vic, 20 years down the line.
But this is my issue. Like seeing Leroy get in, and it's not a knock on Leroy, but it's like that felt more NBA Hall of Fame than Pro Football Hall of Fame. Pro Football, a Leroy Butler doesn't get in. A Leroy Butler gets in the NBA Hall of Fame, but we talk about Hall of Fames. Yeah, NFL, Pro Football sell to a higher standard. It sell to a higher regard. So that's for me why, even though I love Vic the homie, it's like I don't put him in that category, because I think that you need to be elite. And that's why when we're talking about even Eli, Hall of Famer or not, that's why I'm like, well, if Eli is in your eyes surefire or definitely that guy, I'm like, well, now we got to open that conversation up to a Matthew Stafford, or a Matt Ryan and things like that, because now I'm like, this is getting a little, it's a little gray areas with this.
So for those quarterbacks, you're saying, because Ben is above Eli. So you have like
Ben is above Rodgers, those dudes,
Breeze, Brady.
They're in their own class.
Peyton,
Yeah, they're in their own class. Now, when you start talking about Eli Manning, Phillip Rivers, like that's,
I see how you say it opens up the conversation a little bit, but I think Eli should get in. Now, does that mean Rivers gets in? I'd be fine with Rivers getting in. I don't know.
If Rivers, I think it's Eli, then Rivers, then it has to be Matt Ryan. I feel like all 3 of those guys are connected. If one of those guys go, all 3 got to go, bro.
What'd I say? Eli, Stafford,
and Ryan.
I don't care about the next 3 or next 2. Ryan, Rivers. I'd probably lean Rivers at 3. I probably would.
Okay.
Rivers at 3, and then Matt Ryan 4. Cam might have a case. Maybe a case over Matty Ice.
Man.
I gotta look into it more, but
no, I mean, I just look at it like this. So you pick and choose when you want to put more weight on regular season versus more weight on postseason, just based on the names you give out.
I think that's
so.
My
Which
line,
one is it? Is it postseason or is it regular season? Because if you're hollering Vic, it's regular season.
No, I'm just that was more of a curiosity thing.
Okay,
do you think he's gonna get buzzed down the line? Because I'm with you. I don't think,
because I'm like, that's all regular season. Yeah.
No, if he would have had a Super Bowl run or something, for sure.
Okay.
I think my line's Eli right now, and then Stafford's like on the cusp because he won. He's just got to keep up the stats in the regular season. Maybe have another nice little postseason performance. I don't know about. I mean. Wow, that's tough, because if you get Rivers in, then Matt Ryan does have the case too.
Yeah. But I feel like all 3 of those dudes, though, are right in that same, for what we would highlight for Eli. When we talk about the other part, it's like, we ain't talking about Eli in that same fashion. So it's like if Eli's getting in, you're telling everybody all that matters is postseason. That's essentially if Eli gets in and no Matt Ryan, no Phillip Rivers, you put all the onus on postseason. I just think you open up a whole nother box. That's all.
Postseason success, at least.
I'm just saying you open up a whole
because that's
nother
something
box,
Eli's got that they don't.
But you're talking about Hall of Fame careers, not just a 1 or 2 postseason run. Like you played how long? You only got 2 postseason runs. Like I don't put those 2 runs over this long career that this other guy had that was dominant at times in comparison to that guy. That's all.
See, I think Eli's regular season's good enough though. Like whenever you would go regular season by regular season, I think they were in the same class. Like if you just went like game by game. But if we're talking
close versus who was better, you just read the numbers off.
I don't think it's
still a 2,000 yard difference passing wise. It's still a 10 plus touchdown difference, and he's played less games. And accolades, regular season MVPs. You talk about the Pro Bowls, the All Pros. It's like that's not close to me.
I think it's close enough to where no, I think it's close enough to where the ultimate question when you come down to it, who do you want? I want Eli.
Well, and that's fair. Yeah.
Because you could talk about Flacco versus those guys. No, Flacco doesn't hold a candle because of like I never thought it was close in the moment.
But he had his postseason run though. His postseason run was elite. He had one.
That's actually probably the better question. Does Matt Ryan trade his career for Joe Flacco?
If you're Matt, why would you? I'm like
Super Bowl. It's something though.
You asking the wrong guy. I already told you how I felt about it. Yeah, so I'm like, yo, y'all can put all that up there. I'm cool on that, man. Whew.
Stafford's close. I mean, he's close right now. He's got to keep it up.
Yeah.
I would maybe lean him being in right now. Maybe just because it's heat of the moment. Okay. Maybe.
Fair enough. I could dig
But
that.
yeah, he's got the accolades so far regular season. It's just weird he doesn't have more Pro Bowls, but we went and dug a little deeper on that. It should probably be around 3 or 4.